Welcome back, students, to another in my series of informational review videos for you guys during this whole distance learning thing. Hope you're doing well. This video topic is going to be on rhetorical analysis. Now, I posted another video yesterday that was on rhetorical strategies, okay? So that one is important to watch before this one. So if you haven't, I strongly recommend doing that one first so that this one makes a little bit more sense, okay? All right. So again, reminder of what rhetoric means is rhetoric is methods of persuasion, methods of trying to convince your reader or audience, okay? And that was covered in the previous video that I just mentioned. So it's strategies that you use to try and persuade and convince your audience to agree with your point of view, your thesis, your purpose for writing or speaking, things of that nature, okay? So first you have to identify the rhetorical strategies being used, which is what the other video focused on, is kind of what are they, because you have to know what they are and you have to identify them in the text or in the speech before you can analyze them, obviously. So that step has to come before rhetorical analysis. You have to identify the different strategies being used before you can analyze them. Okay, so when you have done that and you're going on to analyzing it, there are some questions that you can ask yourself and use as inspiration for what you can write in your rhetorical analysis, because usually that is in essay style. So the first thing that you can ask yourself is, why is the author using that particular form of rhetoric, okay, or that particular rhetorical strategy? What is the purpose of using that strategy? What might be his or her goal in using that particular strategy? What is he or she trying to accomplish using that strategy? Also, you can think about what effect or what intended effect is that example of rhetoric having on the audience, which would be you and the other readers or other listeners. What is it making you think? What is it making you feel? And that may just be related to what the author's intended purpose of using it is, okay? The next thing you can ask yourself is, how is it helping the author achieve his or her overall purpose of the writing or the speech or whatever? What kind of support is that rhetorical strategy lending? How is it helping the author achieve the overall goals and purpose for the speech as a whole? And that's another thing that you can ask yourself and then write about. So again, you want to think about, why is the author using that particular strategy? What is perhaps a purpose in that strategy? What might be the goal in using that strategy? So if the author is playing on emotions, okay, well, why? What would be the purpose in playing on the audience's emotions? What would be the purpose in using that particular facts? What would be the purpose in establishing that particular aspect of the author's credibility? And then you take that a step further and think about, okay, well, what effect did it have on the audience to hear those things? Or what might be the intended effect the author is trying to achieve? Perhaps the author is using that particular emotional appeal to get you to feel angry. Okay, well, why? Why would the author want you to feel angry in that instance with that example? Or maybe the author is trying to get you to realize some facts that you didn't know before. Okay, well, why? Why would he want your eyes open to those facts? And then finally, how does it connect back to the overall goal of the speech or the writing that the author has put together? Does it help him prove his or her claim or thesis? If so, how? How does it support that? And how does it help achieve the overall goal? So I hope you guys found this short video informative. And here's one more shot of the whiteboard in case you need it. And there is a PowerPoint again on rhetorical strategies and analysis, so you can feel free to check that out. But again, these videos are to go with that to help any auditory learners who may need to hear it verbally from me. Okay? All right. I hope this helped. Take care.